No automaker is more skilled at making an amalgamation of a sports car and an SUV as Porsche. As a great example, check out the 2018 Porsche Macan. The Macan minimizes the compromise in trading performance and handling for utility. But how does it do it? It starts with what's under the hood. 5 fast-driving and powerful engine options, from 252 horsepower all the way to 440 horsepower, give the Macan plenty of performance. That's combined with a rear-biased all-wheel drive system, a quick-shifting 7-speed transmission and a suspension that's calibrated more for a winding mountain road than for off-roading. Equipped properly, though, the Macan performs respectably well once the road gives way to dirt or gravel. Mix in a high-quality interior and an understated yet handsome exterior and you end up with a compact luxury crossover that's the sportiest in its class. There are a couple downsides. From an interior volume perspective, the Macan isn't the roomiest pick you can make. And like every other new Porsche, the Macan can be optioned and equipped to your heart's desire, but that often results in an uncomfortably steep price. But if you want a small crossover that's a lot like a sports car, the Macan is the way to go. What's new? The 2018 Porsche Macan is unchanged. We like the balance of price and performance you get in the Macan S. It has more capability than you likely ever need, yet it is still tame enough for daily driving. As for options, the Premium Package Plus is a good place to start since it adds a nice grouping of desirable equipment without getting too fancy with the customization possibilities. Trim levels and features. The 2018 Porsche Macan is a 5-seat compact luxury SUV available in 5 trim levels that correspond to different engines: Base, S, GTS, Turbo and Turbo with Performance Package. All come standard with all-wheel drive and a 7-speed, dual-clutch automatic transmission as well as a respectable amount of standard features. Porsche adds a few more standard items as you move up in the range, but you likely need to visit the options list to get a Macan equipped the way you truly want. The base model comes standard with features such as a turbocharged 2.0-liter 4-cylinder engine, 252 horsepower, 273 lb-ft of torque, 18-inch wheels, front and rear parking sensors, a rear-view camera, a lane departure warning system, a power liftgate, xenon headlights, automatic wipers, rear privacy glass, 3-zone automatic climate control, power front seats, partial leather and simulated suede upholstery, a 60/40 split folding rear seat and a cargo cover. Electronic features include the Porsche Communication Management PCM 7-inch touchscreen interface, Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay, and a 10-speaker sound system with satellite and HD radios, 2 USB ports and a CD player. The Macan S gains a turbocharged 3.0-liter V6 engine, 340 horsepower, 339 lb-ft, 19-inch wheels, more powerful brakes, different exterior trim types and dual twin-pipe exhaust ports. The Macan GTS has a more powerful version of the S engine, 360 horsepower, 369 lb-ft plus a sports-tuned adaptive air suspension, 20-inch wheels, unique exterior design elements, a sport exhaust, adaptive headlights, front seat memory functions and heated sports seats unique to the GTS. The Macan Turbo builds on the Macan S with an even more powerful V6 engine, 400 horsepower, 406 lb-ft, different 19-inch wheels, adaptive suspension dampers, a heated steering wheel, upgraded front sport seats, full leather upholstery, a simulated suede headliner, a navigation system and a 14-speaker Bose surround sound audio system. Finally, Porsche offers a Macan Turbo with Performance Package 440 horsepower, 442 lb-ft trim that adds some engine tweaks for more power and an adaptive air suspension that features a lower ride height. Most of the Turbo's extras are available on the other trims as part of the Macan's extensive options list. Although virtually all of those options are available as standalone items, there are 2 noteworthy packages that could make ordering or selecting a Macan a little simpler. The Premium Package adds the adaptive headlights, auto-dimming mirrors, heated front and rear seats and the 14-speaker Bose system. The premium package plus adds those items plus a panoramic sunroof, keyless ignition and entry, and 14-way power front seats with ventilation and memory functions. Other options include, and we do mean include because there are countless trim, color and material customization choices: LED headlights, different wheels from 18 to 21 inches, carbon ceramic disc brakes, surround view parking cameras, lane departure intervention, adaptive cruise control, noise-reducing privacy glass, roof rails, and adaptive suspension PASM, the adaptive air suspension, a sport exhaust, Porsche torque vectoring plus brakes, individual wheels around turns to improve handling, and the Sport Chrono package and enhanced Sport Plus driving mode and launch control. Inside, you can get a rear side sunshades, extended leather interior trim, a dual-screen rear seat entertainment system, Porsche Connect smartphone apps, and a 16-speaker Burmester sound system. Trim tested. Each vehicle typically comes in multiple versions that are fundamentally similar. The S in this review are based on our full test of the 2015 Porsche Macan Turbo twin-turbo 3.6 liters V6, 7-speed dual-clutch automatic, AWD. Note: since this test was conducted, the current Macan has received slight revisions, including more engine choices, and a new infotainment unit. Our findings remain broadly applicable to this year's Macan. 0. Driving. The Porsche Macan Turbo is undisputedly the quickest compact SUV on the market and among the best handling. Despite this, it is also one of the most civilized SUVs to drive. Lesser-known fact: even with all this on-road performance, the Macan has impressive off-road and towing capabilities. Acceleration. A 400 horsepower, twin-turbo 3.6-liter V6 plus a quick-shifting transmission and good isolation make the Macan Turbo deceptively fast. Utilizing the optional launch control feature, the Macan Turbo rockets to 60 miles per hour in just 4.4 seconds. Braking. We didn't expect such a light and soft pedal action from Porsche. The brakes are still plenty capable, just oddly vague. All-season and tires didn't help our panic brake numbers. The Macan Turbo stopped from 60 miles per hour in a longish 120 feet. Steering. Steering response and precision are better than in direct competitors, although in truth we'd still like a little more driver feedback through the steering wheel. Excellent straight-line highway stability and road isolation. Handling. The Macan Turbo is one of the best handling SUVs available, even when fitted with low-grip all-season tires. Standard self-adjusting multi-mode shocks provide confident and poised manners, making the Macan perform like a good sport sedan. Drivability. Engine, brakes and steering work in concert, and the Macan is sized perfectly for easily getting around the city. Still substantial enough for long drives. Auto stop-start to save fuel is reasonably unobtrusive and defeatable. Off-road. Single-button off-road mode customizes transmission, throttle and brakes for low-grip situations. A downhill assistant manages speed, and our Macan's optional air suspension increases ground clearance by 1.5 inches, for a total of 9 inches. Comfort. The Macan Turbo is more highly equipped than the S model, coming with premium seats and self-adjusting multi-mode suspension. For a compact SUV, comfort doesn't get much better than this. Seat comfort. With 18-way adaptive, heated, leather front seats optionally ventilated, the Macan offers a high level of support and comfort. The rear seats are split 402,040 and are nearly as bolstered as the fronts. Ride comfort. The Macan Turbo comes standard with adaptive suspension and dampers, and our test vehicle was outfitted with the optional air suspension, too. The air suspension can feel floaty at times but does a nice job smoothing out bumps. Noise and vibration. With barely perceptible wind noise and a highly muffled exhaust note, the Macan Turbo is quiet even during maximum acceleration. This isolation is part of the reason it's so easy to exceed the speed limit. Climate control. 3-zone climate control is standard and works quietly and effectively. You can even set how aggressively the auto climate control system works. Though the buttons are small and fiddly, just set the temperature as you please and leave everything in auto. You won't ever have to touch it again. Interior. Outstanding ergonomics and a low stance make the Macan feel like a perfectly tailored suit. It feels right-sized when you drive it. Downsides. Outward visibility is hampered a bit by thick roof pillars, and the cargo capacity is small, even for a compact SUV. Ease of use. Initially intimidating, the waterfall of buttons and rocker switches is actually an ergonomic triumph. After some familiarity, the 7-inch touchscreen navigation and audio systems become intuitive. Porsche instrumentation is the best. Getting in, jetting out. The Macan Turbo, especially when equipped with the optional air suspension, sits lower than most compact SUVs. Makes for fuss-free entry and exit. Driving position. With the number of adjustments you can make, you need to spend time moving the seat around so you can be really comfortable. The relationship between the steering wheel and the seat is just about perfect, but you do have to remember that, as in all Porsches, the ignition is on the left. Roominess. For a small SUV, the Macan feels pretty large inside, thanks to a low dashboard, ample size windows and plenty of passenger room. It seems Porsche focused more on people space than luggage room. Visibility. The outward sideleans are pretty typical for small SUVs, meaning not fantastic, and there are some noticeable blind spots. Optional aids will help with this, including front-rear parking sensors, rear camera and blind spot monitoring. Quality. Not exactly unexpected, coming from Porsche, the Macan Turbo has an impeccable build quality. The car's construction is one of its standout features. Even the base Macan S shines brighter than any rival. Utility. It's clear what compromises Porsche had to make to build the Macan and make sure that it stayed sporty. It doesn't carry as much cargo, nor is it as spacious on the inside, as just about all of its competitors. But there are other SUVs that satisfy that criteria. Small item storage. Small item storage is lacking, handled by modest door pockets, a glove box and a deep, but small, center armrest bin. Cargo space. Luggage space is 18 cubic feet with the rear seats up and 53 cubic feet with seats folded flat. That's limited cargo space, even for a compact SUV. Tie-down loops in the cargo area are a nice touch and lay flat when not in use. Child safety seat accommodation. Latch points are easily accessible in their own compartments. There are 3 upper anchors for flexible car seat placement. It's a bit of a reach, but the outer 2 top anchors are accessible from the side doors. Towing. Provided it's equipped with its optional tow hitch receiver, the Macan is rated to tow a brakehead trailer up to 4,409 pounds. The trailer brake controller will have to be aftermarket, one is not integrated or available. Technology. The Macan features Porsche's latest tech interface, but it isn't the most user-friendly on the market. Porsche has its own Android OS-compatible app to help monitor and control some of the Macan's systems such as navigation and security, though accessing it requires a monthly fee. Audio and navigation. The audio system is easy to use, and accessing memory presence and sources can be done from the head unit or steering wheel. The screen is on the small side, although it is high in resolution and responsive to swipes and taps, as well as multi-touch gestures like pinching. Smartphone integration. Apple CarPlay is standard, which works relatively well once you get it connected but may take a few attempts. The native music system is easy to understand but it doesn't index music quickly nor does it always obey commands. Voice control. Underwhelming voice control. It has a difficult time responding to basic commands, and its menu structure has a steep learning curve. If you've got Siri at your disposal, use that feature instead since it's much more responsive. Long-term road test. To learn more about the Porsche Macan of this generation, read our updates from a full year of living with a 2015 Porsche Macan S. We cover everything from seat comfort to real-world fuel economy. Please note that the 2018 Porsche Macan differs from our long-term Macan S in that the infotainment system has been updated. It's the same generation, though, so most of our observations still apply. Read long-term test.